Hey guys, Slimber here. So we're doing another creepypasta. This one's called WWF Canceled in Your House Pay-Per-View. I've read this one before, not on video. So here we go. Before I start telling the story, let me introduce myself. My name is Dexter, and I am currently playing football for the Coastal Carolina... What? Chanticleers? He's spelling something wrong. Growing up, I was a huge fan of pro wrestling, and I was always begging my parents to let me stay up late to watch Monday Night Raw. Yes, I know wrestling is mostly fake, but I never really cared. I just wanted to see my favorite wrestler, Kane, chokeslam everyone from Stone Cold to me. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold. Austin 316, just whoop your ass. I just had to say that one. Recently, with classes and football games, I've had trouble keeping up with both Raw and SmackDown. The other thing was that I only had a low to moderate amount of money, so I can only watch 2 or 3 pay-per-views per year. I usually stick to watching my old WWF DVDs when I can, except for one. Last May, I was walking around the campus when I passed by a pro wrestling store. I had passed by the same lot a few days ago, and it was unoccupied and still had the for rent sign. Those must be some efficient workers, I thought to myself. Shrugging, I walked inside. As soon as I walked in, a blast of air conditioning welcomed me. Thank God. South Carolina isn't exactly the coolest place in the country. Scanning the shelves, I spotted action figures, signed merch, and DVDs. I hopped over to the DVD shelf and went into its contents. A couple WrestleManias, a Jeff Hardy one, and a complete In-Your-House box set. If you're not a wrestling fan, In Your House was a pay-per-view series that was held in the months the WWF didn't have a major pay-per-view. Being from Memphis, I was able to go see the St. Valentine's Day Massacre event when I was 8, and it wasn't even nosebleed seats. I was 4 rows from the ring. So I think that was the one Big Show debuted at. Yeah, because didn't he throw Stone Cold through a cage? Oh, I learned it from playing WWE 13. Hashtag TBT. Wait. I'm uploading this on a Thursday, so hashtag TBT. Because today's Wednesday and tomorrow's Thursday. I snatched the box set, an Eddie Guerrero figure, and a Monster Energy from the vending machine, and put my loot on the counter. I expected the In Your House collection to be worth a fortune, but nope, it was only $25. I didn't really think much of it, and I rode with my skateboard back to my dorm. When I got home, I popped the CD into my PlayStation 3. The menu came up, which was the In Your House logo and a collection of shots from the event. There were 4 options: select event, random event, options, and extras. I checked out the option menu. It was nothing special, just languages, subtitles, displays, and all that junk, which is usually your usual options. Why the fuck would it be different? But anyways, I don't remember much from the extras menu. I saw a promo for WrestleMania 2000 though. By the way, the DVD was apparently released in summer 1999. I decided to get this show on the road, and I went to select event. It took me to a list of in-your-house pay-per-views, all 28 of them. I scrolled through, and sure enough, everything from the first In Your House to Backlash was there. A part of my mind wanted me to go further for some reason, to see if there's any more options. There were. Right there on the screen was 29 Armageddon In Your House, clear as day. The title itself didn't really strike me as odd. There were In Your House pay-per-views that later became yearly pay-per-views like Unforgiven. The first Armageddon was held in December 1999, but still 29? As far as my extensive knowledge went, there were only 28 In Your House shows. I decided to select it. I was brought to another screen. The description said Armageddon took place on June 6, 1999, Charleston, South Carolina. I selected the match select option. There were only 2 matches. The first was a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal, and the second was Kane versus Mankind in an Inferno match. Saving the best for last, I chose the battle royal. Billy Gunn won. If you're in it, if you're one of the few who cares. Oh yeah, was that Badass Jesse James or is that Badass Billy Gunn? No, the Road Dogg, Jesse James, and Badass Billy Gunn. The Ass Man, Billy Gunn, or something like that. I don't remember, okay? Even though I still watch wrestling, I'm kind of embarrassed. My favorite wrestler is John Cena! No, I'm just kidding. After that, I selected Kane versus Mankind. Both of the wrestlers made their entrances, though I think Kane's music was a bit different. A lower pitch, maybe. When both were in the ring, the fire was around the canvas was lit, and the match was underway. As far as I remember, the match was pretty normal. Kane would get in a few hits, Mankind would get a few, and they both hit their finishers sometime during the match. I myself felt pretty successful. I had found a lost WWF event. Still, why would Mr. McMahon remove all traces of this from the promotion's history? I was about to go find out. Well, I don't know if it's still like that, but for a while, Linda McMahon removed all traces from the Attitude Era. If you're watching in mid to late 2012, that's why. And you just didn't pay attention before. Kane had been getting a ton of momentum, and he grabbed Mankind in a chokehold. Knowing full well what was coming next, I smiled like I was a 10-year-old all over again. What if Mankind reversed it? What if he kind of like jumped out the way when he was like this and went whoop? Because I've seen other artists, I don't know why I said artists, other wrestlers do that. The big red monster lifted Mankind up and tossed him into the flames. The bell rang, signaling Kane had won the match. Then the screaming began. Horrible, agonizing, ear-raping screaming that could only be described as a banshee wail in reverse. Ooh. First we got pedophile Gonzo, and then we got pedophile Barney, and now we got ear-raping Kane. Wow, these get fucked up. The camera panned over to Mankind, and what I saw was terrifying. Now, before I explain this scene, I'm rather immune to gore and disturbing imagery. I'm a dedicated /x/file, and I've written a few creepypastas. But this was just above all of that. Mankind was on fire, standard end to an Inferno match, right? That's how you win, after all. This was different. You could clearly see his skin melting off, showing muscle and even bone in some spots. His hair was singed. The light in the arena turned off, but the flames still burned bright. And this went on and on. Finally, Jim Ross ran over with a fire extinguisher and sprayed Mankind. His charred body laid there, not moving an inch. Paramedics arrived and took him out of the arena. The television cut to black and took me back to the main menu. Now, being a wrestling something, I had knowledge of what was legit and what was kayfabe. This was legit. There was no way, especially in 1999, that such a horrendous burning could be faked like that on live television. Fuck, I don't even think that's possible now. It is. It is. I think it is. Isn't it? I think you can implement animations live now, can't you? I've seen it done. I think I have. Yeah, it's possible. We're a flame retardant thing and just let a little bit of your face off. Oh my god.